You
If
know,
it was supposed to be fun, it wouldn't exist. To
I'm
be fair,
not.
Dead by Daylight is a cesspit.
Is what?
A cesspit. It's just all toxic, and people just love to see each other suffer, and the devs don't take care of their game.
So this whole argument, like, I'm not even reading the chat, but just from what you're saying, well, while you're reading it, is this whole argument of like, you're ruining my fun,
Yeah.
right? Well, first of all, I want somebody to explain to me why fun is the most important thing. So it's like, let's say you go work a job and you're doing it for a paycheck, but you're not exactly having the time of your life. You wouldn't say it's the most fun game. Not sorry, game. Job. Making the analogy. But let's say it's not the most fun job. Would you go to your boss and be like, hey, like, you're ruining my fun here. Like, I don't like this. Like, you need to make this job more fun for me. So it's like, the question is, what makes somebody else's fun my priority? Like, why is their fun so important that I should care so much about it? I'm not saying I don't care about it, but first, tell me why I should care so much about your
Just
fun.
an analogy, chat. People take video games way too seriously. They're...
Okay, so even if it's a hobby, like, why should I care about your fun? Let's put it this way. Do you care about my fun? Because you're trying to ruin my fun.
That's a good point. They're in here trying to ruin, like, the enjoyment that you're having right now. Telling you how to play and what to do. It's like, no. If I'm having fun, then why should you tell me to not have fun?
Exactly. It's a double standard. It's like, I'm
really
expected to care about their fun. Meanwhile, they don't care about my fun.
Yeah. I don't often care about people's fun, especially because I'm a Blight player. Like, of all things, you expect the Blight player to care about someone's feelings? That's kind of silly.
Well, look, I'm a nurse man, and I actually do care. Like, I let survivors live all the time. To the point where it messes up my MMR, because I want to be in a higher MMR. But when I go against, like, survivors that I'm just slaughtering, I feel so bad that I just want to let them live. But if I let them live, then my MMR doesn't go higher. So it's like a catch-22, like I'm in a lose-lose situation. It's like I'm forced to kill the baby survivors in order to play against the sweat lords that I want to go against. But so many times I just let the survivors live. Like, I'll hook them all twice, maybe slug them all out, then pick them up and let them do the gens. And let them hit me with pallets, open the gates, let them all leave. And if that's not caring about people's fun, like, I don't know what is. So I'm not saying I don't care about people's fun, but I'm just saying, why should I?
Right.
The argument is like I said, if they don't care about my fun, why should I care about theirs? And not even if they don't care about my fun, why should I care about theirs? But what I mean is, like, what makes their fun so valuable? Like, why is it my priority to make sure that they're having fun? Because the truth of the matter is, like, I make my own fun. Like, I'm not sitting here saying, oh, you need to make the game fun for me. You have to play in a way that, like I said, when I play Nurse, and I'm not cheesing, I'm still told that I'm ruining the game for people. Like, oh, you slugged. Well, I slugged because you were on death hook and I didn't want to kill you. I was trying to be nice. You know, like no matter what I do, I'm wrong. If they are dumb enough to unhook in front of me and heal under the hook, and then they get put on a second hook, it's my fault for tunneling.
Yeah. I've been so jaded to the Survivor rulebook and like the mindset of you as the killer should be forced to make the survivors have a fun time.
Exactly.
Like I've been so jaded toward that for years because I've been playing for years, you know. I just don't care. I couldn't care less about how anyone feels in this game anymore. Like, I'll put my opinion down there, and I'll just leave it there. I don't care about what people think or how people feel. Because for years, I've seen nothing but abuse on both sides. Both sides are just awful towards each other, and I'm just sick of it. I just want to play my game the way that I want to play it. Like, if I want to slug, I want to slug. If I want to tunnel, I want to tunnel. Like, if I want to play with Dead Hard, I'm gonna play with Dead Hard. I'm just so tired of everyone complaining all the time.
Yeah,
like, at what point
exactly...
do I just turn off endgame chat and ignore everyone?
That's exactly my point, is that no matter how you play, it doesn't matter if you're cheating, or if you're killer slugging, or camping, or tunneling, or... And then, let's say you try to play nice, right? And you don't camp, and don't slug, and don't tunnel, you like cycle through the hooks, and you try to be nice, you know this person's on death hook, so you don't chase them. Then what happens? They get a 4-man escape, they teabag you at the gate, and then in the endgame chat, they tell you you're trash, and you need to get good or uninstall.
And
you're like, yeah, and then you're like, but I was like trying to go easy on you guys, like I was trying to just have fun and be chill. Oh yeah, right, we just outplayed you, you're trash. And it's like, you can't win, whether you win or lose. But what I found out in this game is that I want to say like the majority are toxic degenerates probably, but like whatever, let's just say it's 50-50. Let's say there's 50% cool people and 50% nasty people. But what I found is like no matter what happens in the game, like whether you win or lose, whether someone's tunneled out, or whether people are hit on the hook, or whether people are teabag, like at the end of the day, like cool people just see it as a game and they're gonna be chill regardless of what happens. And nasty people are gonna complain and have something to cry about no matter what happens. So it's like the same people that will complain like, oh, you camped and you tunneled and that's the only reason you won, are the same people that are like, when they win, they're like, oh, baby killer, you're trash, get good. So they're just nasty people whether they win or whether they lose. And vice versa, like cool people are generally pretty chill whether they win or they lose. Like, it doesn't feel good to get tunneled out at like 5 gens, especially like if you're AFK. But, you know, it's like you say, that's the game I'm playing, and go next, and you know, don't lose sleep over it.
I know a lot of really chill players. Like, I'm sure you know a couple of like YouTube names, like Ottstarva. He is fairly chill. Cowboy John, he's super chill. I don't really watch enough like SpooknJukes, but I'm pretty sure he's chill. Like, all the videos I see of him, he's always like laughing and enjoying himself, having a good time. But it's like the people like Ochido that just get pissed off at every little thing. I don't know if you know that name, but
no.
He was well known as like the most toxic player in the game for like 3 years.
Well,
probably,
some people are
more.
doing it for the attention and the views.
No, he was just a bad person. Like overall, like he would witch hunt people, he would target people.
Like you mentioned you played with like, Void Totos, right?
Yeah, I've played with Void Totos.
And like, you know, the majority of the DBD community would be like, oh, he's the most nasty person in the, you know, entire DBD community. But honestly, like, he's probably a lot nicer than most of them.
To agree, yeah. I've played with him, I've caught him live, I watch like almost all of his videos. He does all of it for like money, attention, whatever have you, like fun, entertainment.
Yeah, he's making content
doesn't
that is
actually
like shock
believe-
value.
Yeah, he doesn't actually believe that all this garbage he says in his videos about like different races and stuff. Like he doesn't believe that. He's just doing
He's just
it
playing
because
a
it's
role.
funny.
He's playing a role of
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
somebody who would be like that. And he's being in character. But from what I've seen, I don't get the feeling that he's actually like racist or homophobic at all.
Yeah, if you've ever been on his Discord, I don't know if you have, he is one of the most chill, polite, and kind people I think I've ever met on Dead by Daylight. Like, he is very cool. He's super nice, he's funny, like, I don't know, like, I have nothing but good things to say about him knowing him, you know? And, like, his mods are really nice, too. Like, he's picked good people for his Discord. And the funniest part is that his Discord is inclusive as well. So all these people saying like, oh, he's homophobic, whatever. Like, no, his Discord's literally inclusive. You can get banned for saying certain things on there, like every other Discord. He doesn't actually believe it. It's just part of the bit, you know, what he's doing for YouTube, the money that it makes him. And on top of that, he has another channel where he does like weightlifting and powerlifting and stuff. Like, no, he has multiple things that he does. Like, he has a life outside of Dead by Daylight cheesing. He's such a good person.
Well, so like from my experiences, right, it's like knowing people that are in the quote unquote hacking community, right, that are supposed to be like, you know, the worst scum of the earth, you know, these terrible people, right? Like in general, I mean, obviously you can't put everybody into a category, but generally speaking, those people, that community, have been way nicer than the normal DBD community as a whole.
Yeah, I have to agree. It's not really a lot about like, oh, the regular Dead by Daylight community is toxic. It's about the gatekeeping that comes with it. Like, I don't really want to throw around any buzzwords, but that's kind of what it is. They don't let people like you or Void Totos into the community. They're like, no, you can't be in here, even though you clearly are. You clearly are part of the Dead by Daylight community. You have a place, like, you post content, you enjoy the game, like, that's what being part of the community is, right? And people just try and gatekeep that away, like, no, you can't do that because of how you play or what you enjoy. It's just ridiculous. Like, I've been kicked out of the community, I don't know, for however many years now, because I slug as Blight and I don't hook people. I just don't like the hooking playstyle. I just play Blight. I like to slug because it allows me to go from downing one person to going to the next person. I feel like it makes it more interactive for me personally. And people hate it. Like, I'm kicked out of the community on so many platforms, it's uncountable. Like, it's just the gatekeeping that people do. It's ridiculous.
All Epic Games. That sucked. Sorry, Doctor. I said you two get a room. Same happened when they gifted the game. What?
What?
Oh,
What
when
is
they
this doctor
when they
talking
gave
about?
away the game, hackers, like, I don't know.
Oh, like when Epic Games did that free weekend? Because there were a lot of hackers playing on the free weekend. Why are we talking about... What? Chat, what are we talking about? Calm.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
I don't know. I stopped reading the chat a long time ago. I'm too sleepy. All I'm catching is like the little things that you read.
Size. Yeah.
They don't. You know, the thing is, how can lose using that?
Did he not see you intentionally run at him and like wave at him to kill you?
I think what he's saying is, how can you lose using hacks? Like,
Oh.
of course you don't lose.
Yeah.
I just say that. I just say that because it's just been like a funny catchphrase of mine now. When they like when they just trash talk like you're so bad at the game, I'm like, but I never lose. How can I be trash? I never lose. Why do you do this though? I don't know, Orange. Oh man. I have a 2-hour
Okay, I think chat
video
does need to tone it back just a little bit.
What? I'm afraid.
They're talking like womp womp. Barbie's dream and Notoni, please stop arguing about dick size. That would be great, thank you.
They just parrot the same things over and over. Imagine
like people that hate you. Oh,
imagine. Yeah. Imagine being
bro,
so bad at the game. Bro has to cheat and still goes down. Lamau. Uninstall, my guy. It's like
it's pretty much what's going on, Barbie. Y'all need to stop.
There's no originality in their comments at all.
Yeah.
And that's why I reply. I never lose. Honestly, you shouldn't reply to the majority of the comments, but I'm OCD, and when you have when you go in your YouTube comments, it's like, oh, here are all your comments, and here are all the ones you didn't respond to, and here are all the ones that need your approval. And for me, it's just like a checklist. I want to clear it out. It's like when you have an email or your email address, and it's like your inbox is all filled, and you want to clear it out and just see it like empty. So it's more like that. And if I respond to them, they go away. Well, the notifications go away, not the people, but I can't clear it out. There's too many of them.
I know. I saw you had commented on my video, and I went to go check the comments, like in, not in the video, but like in the creator, the uploader thing, and there were like 50 comments, and I just went through and responded to all of them, and, like checked them off. Like I couldn't stop.
I think if you just put the heart on it, it counts it as a reply. So like if you look at my videos, it looks like I hearted everyone's comment because that's just my way of saying like, yeah, I read it and I checked it off. But honestly, it's to the point where I can't even keep up with all the comments. Like I would just be there for hours looking at them all. And like I said, most of them, well, not most of them, but a good portion of them are just like the same thing. They're like, there's no individuality in these people. They just spit out the same thing like a broken record. And it's like, yeah, that's gonna get me to stop doing what I'm doing.
I don't know. They're just so backwards. No, Tony. Oh my gosh. Let's change to the subject, no, Tony, please. I would appreciate that. Dang, P100 Feng Min in your game.
The nurse left? Man. I was so looking forward to a nurse.
It's not the pronouns.
What do you think? What do you think they left for? Can they see my name, or is my name hidden?
They can see your name. They can see the P100 nurse at YouTube.
But it says hide your name.
It hides your name on your screen, so if you're streaming, people can't see your name, but everyone else can.
You sure?
Yeah.
So there's no anonymous mode here?
Looks like it. That's weird. There should be anonymous mode. Maybe your cheese is taking that away?
Maybe it's not on Microsoft Store.
Maybe. Could be that.